Thank you. That's nice of you. Is it time to protect our home with a giant dome? Well, over the weekend, Donald Trump slammed neocons and the corrupt establishment for wasting blood and treasure in foreign wars. True, even my camouflage Speedos are on back order because of Ukraine. So he floated the idea of a dome over America to protect us from our enemies. And you know, those domes, they're starting to work.
And you know, those domes are starting to work. I didn't like it when Ronald Reagan suggested it because we didn't have the technology. We do have the technology now. And we're going to build a giant dome over our country to protect us from a hostile source. And I think it's a great thing. And it's going to all be made in the United States. And that's something that I consider productive.
He's right. The only Star Wars that are getting worse are in the movies. But I can see it now from the creator of My Pillow and My Slippers, My Dome. Made in America. With that over your head and a My Pillow under it, you'll really be able to relaxium. It's not even a word. And when Trump watches our guys operate those things, it's unbelievable. Missile coming in, missile coming in.
When I watch our guys operate those things, it's unbelievable. Missile coming in, missile coming in. These geniuses sit down. Most of them are, you know, they're from MIT, but they sit down, bing, 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 boom, she. It's gone. It's amazing. I think we could use it. Do you like that? I mean, isn't that better than giving other countries billions of dollars, billions? We're going to give billions of dollars to other countries and so they can build a dome, but we don't have a dome ourselves. We're going to have the greatest dome ever.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it's about time we close the dome gap. We're sitting here completely exposed. Meanwhile, Canada's been covered in saran wrap for years. But one question remains, how can we get Mexico to pay for it? Oh, also, how will it look? Well, there's only one covering that's guaranteed to keep our country safe and secure. Beautiful. Tyler, what do you think this dome over the country would look like? Can you describe it for us?
In my voice or Donald Trump's voice?
Donald.
I would go with Donald Trump.
Well, frankly, Mexico will pay for it. Because it'll be the shape of an avocado. We say avocado. It'll be, no, think of it. Think of it. And it'll be also be the shape of Adam Schiff's giant head. Have you seen his big head?
Yes.
It's like an iron dome because there's nothing in it, right? And then the pencil neck there. No, it'll be so great. He has to up the ante on the wall, right?
Yes.
First it's the wall, now it's the dome. Mm-hmm. The wall will go up and the dome will cover it.
Yes.
And then the dome will have a wall so the aliens can't get in, frankly.
Yes. It'll be like a bread box. You know, wall, and the thing could slide open and it's closed, and then it gets covered with jam, and nobody cleans it. Emily, you know, it's true. I mean, we did help pay for the Iron Dome in Israel. Why shouldn't we start building our own?
Listen, I would sleep way better at night knowing that we had a missile protection system because I don't know why people think it's far-fetched that soon missiles are going to start launching at us, given the, you know, trajectory that the world is going in. You know, World War III coming soon, woohoo. But the first thought that came to my mind was Trump really took securing the border very seriously because, like you said, first he started with the walls, and that's not enough. He wants a four-dimensional little whole country secured going on. But truth be told, it's doing miracles for Israel. So what if now they start shooting the rockets at us? Why should we be so helpless and unprotected? And then B, I really do think aliens are coming, and that's why they're distracting us with another Hunter Biden crisis and coming for Elon Musk. And, you know, I just think it would be a great idea. So I'm with you, Trump. For once, let's do this 4D border. I'm with you.
How about, you know, Loftus, would you feel safer in your cardboard box on the street if you knew that you actually did have a roof over your head for once? It's true, it's thousands of miles in the air and you can't see it.
It's my own little dome.
Yes.
It's my little cardboard. It makes me feel secure like a cat. Listen, all I know is this. Trump said we needed a wall. We didn't get a wall. Now we got like 10 million people living here that don't belong.
Yeah.
So we needed a wall. I think I want the dome. If Iran's going to start lobbing nukes, I totally want the dome. Put me down for 2 walls. I want the wall with Mexico. I want a wall between us and California. Let those morons fly into the sea. and then I want a dome. And yeah, you only need the dome. You could do the Trump dome where it just starts at Arizona, California, and then activates. And it's like the comb over dome. It's the dome over.
The dome over. Yeah. You know, it's interesting if you think about it, Kat. What if Musk decided to just build like mini domes, right? And so if the government they don't want it, like it's like some places can have a dome, other places don't. Like if San Francisco doesn't want a dome, fine, move to San Francisco to have a dome. But let's say Milpitas, California likes a dome. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not surprising to see Trump doing. I mean, he was like a real estate guy, right?
Yes. Yeah.
He just misses it probably a little. Like first it was the wall and now the dome. I don't know how I feel about the dome specifically, but I do like the idea of our, national defense being about defense,
right,
and not about nation building, which has been for so long now. Where, as he did mention, so many people dying, so much wasted money, wasted lives, fighting other countries' wars. A defense perspective, that's a long time coming for me.
I agree. I think that this is where you should put the money, because we always talk about we need to fight these wars because they're going to come here, but what if they can't come here?
What if we just dome red states and then
Yes.
we could call it survival of the fittest?
Yeah, and also if they don't like it.
Excuse me, I live here.
Yeah, we can move to Florida. We'll be
also
better
live
off.
here?
Can we all follow Hannity to Florida?
Well, the blue states, they can get a dome abortion if they want.
Yeah.
Get rid of it. Get rid of it.
We can just hit them like a pop-o-matic.
Yeah.
Just press down on the dome and watch their little buildings tumble around.
I want a personal dome. I'm sick of people. Just cover me.
I think smaller domes, small domes,
Small dome.
smomes.
My dome.
Shut up now. All right, coming up, he broke a rule, skinny dipping, and a store's pool.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.